Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about the impact of your environment on your mindset. If you're interested in that, definitely stick around. This is an important one, right? Because we hear about this all the time. Your environment sets your theme. Your vibe attracts your why did I just mess that up? Your vibe attracts your tribe. We always hear that. And your environment is super duper important. We hear about nature versus nurture all the time. Is it your genes or is your environment shaping who you are? And 100% your environment will shape who you are, 100,000%. Of course, if you are put in an environment where your genes will thrive, then you're just gonna be like a superhero in that location. It's like when Clark Kent came from Krypton, I'm just using an example, Superman. When Superman came from Krypton into Earth, he had the genetics already to be strong in his world. But now when he comes here, this world is even better for him, and he became Superman. Same concept to you, and I want you to imagine that concept every time throughout this whole video, because that's what happens to you. Your mind is developed by all the people around you, all the things around you, every single action that's occurring around you as well. So you're developing it, you're conditioning yourself. And so your genetics can play a role 100%, but think of it more like the functional aspect of your body. The way you're thinking about things is 1,000% determined by your environment. If people are giving you positive reinforcement, then you're only gonna go in one direction. If people are giving you negative reinforcement, then you're only gonna go in one direction. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Throughout my whole life, like the fact that I was good in school, all the people around me, my friends and family, kept giving me positive reinforcement. They know I was smart, they know I could handle it. So it almost gave me a sense of too much confidence in my abilities to perform, to a point where, some days I was insecure about my abilities, but again, people kept pushing me, which really, really helped me. But at the end of the day, I was also the fact that I was insecure at the fact that, okay, listen, maybe I can't always perform, but I do have the potential. So that could be also a negative aspect as well, right? If they keep pumping you up. Vice versa, I had friends and family where they were always being shunned. They were like the black sheep of the family. And so guess what happens, right? They just have that thought over and over and over to a point where they feel insignificant in their experience. So we can have both. And so it's really critical is who do you have around you? So what humans you have around you, what thoughts of those humans are around you, right? What's circulating? What are you listening to, right? So if those humans are talking to you, are they talking to you in a way that you're gonna grow from that, or are they talking to you in a way where you're gonna go ahead and depreciate in value? And we don't want that. So your environment everywhere you are, whether you're in New York, whether you're in Los Angeles, whether you're in another country, every single person has an environment around them. A lot of times, and if you're watching this video, more than likely you have the comfort of being able to sit somewhere, maybe watch it on your phone, maybe watch it on a TV, so you're not too stressed about the environment attacking you. But you should be very cognizant of who's around you, who's talking to you, because if you can't control your own emotions, no one else is going to do that for you, right? So if someone triggers you, then guess what? They triggered you, and now you're going to have a cascade effect. You're going to have literally a domino effect of what's going to be occurring. So if you know yourself, if your mindset is sharp in what you're trying to achieve in your life, it will be insignificant in what they tell you. They'll just tell you, you brush it off. It's like, a bug just flew into you, crashed into you, died on you, and what do? You just do this. You brush it off. And that's the key. Environment can impact you, but you need to be in control of the environment. And the way you do that is first master your surroundings. And honestly, to be honest, this sort of ties back into movement. You have to be able to move your body in different directions that allow it to be comfortable where it is. So many of us are too comfortable sitting down for long periods of time or laying down for long periods of time and unable to really control their surrounding. They let go of themselves. When you become strong, when you lift heavy things, specifically for men, when you lift heavy things, this changes you. This changes your biological medium to interface with the world as well. So your environment becomes under your control. You create a radius of control. You create a radius of influence, and that's going to help you set your mindset right, because if you feel comfortable where you are, no matter what happens to you, you will still be comfortable because you have control of that radius, of that field around you. Super duper important. I suggest you really think about this as you're going about your business. right? This video might just be a few minutes long, but it has powerful concepts that are designed to help you become optimized for your genetic potential, right? You have a potential. So in physics, you have potential energy and then kinetic energy. Potential energy is the stored energy. Kinetic is the activated energy, right? So you have the potential in you. How do you activate it? How do you make it a kinetic reaction? And that's going to be based first on your surrounding, your environment. You have to control it. Every single person that interfaces with you, should they have that right to talk to you? If they do not have the right to talk to you, it might be violent at certain times where you'll have, arguments and whatnot, but you have to accept that you will come first. If you do not come first for yourself, no one's gonna put you first. And even if they do, then they have their own problems, because technically they're not putting themselves first and they're gonna have their own issues. They should be taking care of themselves. Because what you realize, two individuals or multiple people that interact with each other and they're comfortable with each other, they don't have any expectations of the other person, right? And that is a genuine connection. And meeting other people, you'll notice where are they in their journey of healing. Everyone's gonna go through it at a certain point. Very strange how it all works, right? You go as a child, you grow up, you try to be all happy dappy, being in a loving relationship with your parents and your friends and family, but then you start realizing there's a lot of trauma that just gets put in the side burner, and then eventually you spend your whole midlife trying to figure all that shit out, and then you go into your golden years after 65 and whatnot. That's a funny story. I'm curious to see what I'm going to be experiencing at that time frame. But as of this moment, hopefully this video made sense to you. I want to just quickly wrap this up. Your environment will shape your mindset, but if your mindset is strong, sharp like a knife, sharp like a samurai sword, whatever you want to call it, it will have control over your environment. So you control the environment so you get the results the way you want it. Okay? With that being said, guys, if you found any value in this video, give me a like, letting me know you liked the video. If you disliked the video, let me know why you disliked it in the comments below. And then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It lets me know that you're interested in my type of content. And then if you want to know when the next video will pop off, go ahead and hit that notification bell. It will alert you when that next video will pop off. With that, hopefully every single one of you have an amazing day. Today's Friday, so happy Friday. With that, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.